Good morning, dear students. Harsh, Manashvi, Arpita, and Mrudula. Good morning to all four of you. Today we are going to conclude our poem, that is the Laburnum talk. As you know, dear students, our syllabus, first of all, before others, till others join us, let us discuss a little bit of our syllabus as well. For example, as you can see here, I'll show you. I'll show you auxiliary English, this one. Uh, you see, dear students, notice writing we have to do. Then business or official letters we need to do. As you know, then grammar, determiners, tenses, and reordering of sentences. Determiner, tenses, and reordering of sentences here. And we have finished landscape of the soul, we have got to finish. And snapshot, we have finished all. So we are left with virtually uh, one lesson, that is landscape of the soul, right? Okay, so dear students, I hope many students have joined us. uh, let's see. Yes. Good morning, Omkar, Mudula, Arya, Tanali, Om, and Mronal. So now you have to be equally sincere. Uh, you have to be equally sincere, dear students, in term 1 and term 2 as well. In both the terms, you need to get good marks because your term 1 marks will also be counted in term 2, right? And the questions, let's see the pattern they are yet to send us. As and when we get, we'll let you know. But it is sure that term 1 will be of 40 mark. It's a 40 mark test and 10 mark ASL. That is total of 50 mark test will be given. Will be there in the month of, I think, first week of November. I think so. In the first week of November, we are going to start term 1 examination. Theory 40 marks and 10 marks will be practical, right? And grammar only 4 marks. See, only 4 marks grammar. And writing is 8 marks. So 8 plus 4, 12. And here 13 marks. 8 plus 5. There will be 2 exercise from reading comprehension. So 13 marks from reading, 12 marks from writing, that is 13 and 12, 25, 25, and remaining 35, 15 from literature, 15 marks from literature, only 15 marks, out of which 6 marks will be from extracts, and I think 9 marks are left out from both hornbill and snapshot. So anyway, dear students, I hope many of you have joined me now. So let me begin now. Okay. So see here, we have finished up to lines 4 and 5, right? Lines 4 and 5 we have finished. Now lines 6 and 7 also we finished. So we shall start with line 8 to 9. So dear students, as we have all seen, as we have all seen, okay, um, we have seen about Laburnum talk about the tree. The tree becomes full of life, very much active, as and when the bird goldfinch comes and spares some time on the branches of the Lebanon tree. But as soon as the bird goes away, flies away to other place, but again the tree, the tree becomes very much lifeless. Okay, so it is it is only when the Lebanon bird, sorry, goldfinch bird is present on the branches of the tree, then the tree becomes very, very lively, very, very cheerful. So this is what the poet is trying to convey. He, with the presence of a simple bird like goldfinch, see, the tree itself, becomes so very much lively, so very much, like sprightly. It becomes so very much cheerful, right? But whenever the bird is away from the tree again comes back to a state of cheerlessness, right? There's no life at all when the bird, goldfinch is not there in the Lebanon tree. So why is the bird goldfinch there, or why does she very frequently come to the Lebanon tree? Because she has young ones. Okay, she has her young ones nested on the branches of the on the branch of the tree. That is the reason as to why she has to come to feed her young ones. She has to come to look after her young ones. She has to come to see the security and safety of her young ones. That is why time and again she keeps coming to the Lebanon tree. Right there, students? So that is the reason as to why goldfinch bird keeps coming at a frequent interval to the branch of the Lebanon tree. Okay, that is the main reason. Her offsprings or her young ones are nested, okay, in one of the branches of the Lebanon tree. That is the reason why she has to come and have a look at their safety, and also to feed them, to take care of their well-being, etc. Right? So, dear students, uh, let's continue. Okay. Today, I think most of the students have already joined. So let me continue. Uh, See, dear students, here, lines, still line 7, I finished in my last class. Now, today, lines 8 to 9. Of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and thrills. Okay, so chitterings, what does chitterings mean? Chitterings means the chirping of birds. Tremor is a vibratory motion. Vibratory motion is called a tremor, right? And chitterings is the chirping of the birds. Trillings means short, high sounds made by birds. Okay, whenever birds make short, high sounds, it is called trillings. Trembles means shake, and thrills means excitement. So, dear students, as you can see here, most of the words in these two lines, like chitterings, like tremor, like trillings, okay, these three words, chitterings, tremor, and trillings, are the words, are the, you can say, like chitterings and trillings are the sound words, chitterings and the trillings, and tremor is a action word. It shows some motion, okay, some action, a vibratory motion. So, of chitterings, whenever goldfinch is there in on the branches of the Lebanon tree, then her young ones also participate, join her, play with her, right? That is why there is more of chittering sound, more of tremor sound, okay, more of trillings, right? The whole tree trembles and thrills. The whole tree appears to shake, and there is a lot of excitement in the tree. Why? Because goldfinch, in the company of goldfinch, her young ones or her kids also feel happiness, and they express their happiness with the help of chitterings, tremor of wings, trillings. Okay, and as a result, the whole tree appears to shake. They appears to shake. The whole tree appears to shake. Right? So that is the reason the whole tree trembles and thrills. Right? So what is the key points? Goldfinch arrives suddenly and abruptly at the laburnum tree and sits on its branch. Right? It surprises and startles with its shrill nose and the quick vibration of its wings. The whole tree awakens to the thrill and excitement created by its sweet songs. Right? So the goldfinch arrives suddenly and abruptly at the laburnum tree and sits on its branch. It surprises and startles with its shrill notes and quick vibration of its wings. The whole tree awakens to the thrill and excitement created by its sweet songs. Okay, so these are some of the activities of excitement. Okay, because when goldfinch comes, she is also joined by her young ones. As a result, the entire tree becomes the hub of activity. It becomes the hub of excitement for not only the goldfinch but also for her young kids. Right? Now, let's move on to lines 10 to 12. Lines 10 to 12. Okay, so from these two lines, dear students, do you have any doubt? You can ask me. Anybody, if you have any doubt from these two lines, you can ask me quickly. Okay, before I proceed to the next two lines, you can ask me from these two lines, right? Have you understood these two lines, or you need further explanation from my end of these two lines which I have just finished? So, dear students, I need confirmation from your end. I need confirmation from your end whether you are able to understand what I am explaining to you, or you need further explanation of the two lines that I have just finished. Please do text me quickly so that I come to know about whether I should go ahead or I should explain you these two lines once again. Uh, Harsh, which two lines do you want me to explain? Tell me. Okay, so now let's continue with lines 10 to 12. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her guard face identity mask. Okay, so it is the engine of her family. It is the engine of her family, right? So, which is the engine of her family? We have to understand, right? It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Right. So, goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family. Right. It is the engine of her family. Goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family. She stokes it full. Stokes it full means Here, Goldfinch is said to be starting up the tree to a full extent. She stokes it full means Goldfinch brings the tree to its full activity by hopping from one branch to another, by chirping, by making different kinds of sounds. She is bringing the entire family. Okay, she is bringing the entire tree. She is bringing the entire tree. Okay, to its full activity, right? So that is why here Goldfinch is said to be starting up the tree to a full extent. Okay. Flowers out. The bird moves out jerkily to the end of the tree branch. Okay. She stokes it. Okay. So dear students, it is something like you see. Uh, Here you see line number 9. You see here. The whole tree trembles and trills. It is the engine of our family. So here it refers to the tree. Tree has been referred to as the engine of our family. Why? Because the tree comes to life whenever Goldfinch bird is there. Okay. So it is the engine of our family. She stokes it full. It here means the tree. So why, like, we need to start up the engine, right? So who starts up the engine? It is the Goldfinch which starts up the engine. Otherwise the tree remains very much cheerless, the tree remains very much lifeless. But as soon as the Goldfinch stokes it, okay, as soon as the Goldfinch starts doing something or the other on the tree, then the engine of the our family starts, starts at a full stop. Okay. So, and then you understood now. Now the laburnum tree is the engine of our family, and it is the Goldfinch bird which brings the engine to its life. Okay, so she stokes it full. It means here Goldfinch is said to be starting up the tree to a full extent. Okay, she brings the tree to the full, to her full life. Okay, she brings the laburnum tree, you know, makes it lively. She makes the laburnum tree more lively. Okay, so that is how Goldfinch is said to bring the engine, that is the laburnum tree, back to life, back to cheerfulness because of her activity. And after she brings the engine to its full, what she does is she flirts out to a branch, and she flirts out to a branch. Okay, what does she do? She flirts out. Who flirts out? Who flirts out to a branch? And it is the goldfinch. It is the goldfinch which flirts out, means moves out jerkily to the end of a tree branch. Okay, showing our bird face identity mask. Okay, so what is the meaning of this bird face identity mask? Bird face means striped appearance. Bird face means here she has. I showed you yesterday the picture of the Goldfinch bird, right? So she has striped appearance. Okay, so that is what is striped face. Okay, showing her striped face identity mask. What is the meaning of identity mask here? Her stripped face masks her identity in the midst of leaves and branches to protect her and her family from predators. Okay, so identity mask, because sometimes her striped face, okay, her striped face is identical to the leaves to the color of the leaves and branches of the tree. Okay, to the leaves of the tree. Okay, so therefore it is her bird face is working as an identity mask. It is somehow hiding her from the eyes of the predator. Okay, because supposing that the, for example, the leaves of the laburnum tree are yellow in color, for example, and more yellow, more so because it's autumn time, the leaves are falling and the leaves have turned yellow, and her striped face is also yellow, okay, in color. So yellow, this is how her bird face is a mask on her identity, is a mask on her identity. What is mask all about? Mask is something which is not, which protects you from something, right? So mask is something like, for example, it is something artificial, right? So identity mask means here it is not showing her real identity, right? Because she has become her bird face, as well as her as well as the color of the leaves have become the same. That is why the she is not visible from outside properly. That is why her it is an identity mask, okay, for the goldfinch bird. That is her bird face is the identity, showing her bird face identity mask. So you can see here the goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family. She starts up the tree to a full extent. Just like an engine sets the machine in motion, similarly the chirping and trilling of the bird sets the laburnum alive and active. Okay, her striped face masks her identity and protects her family from predators. Okay, because as you can see, dear students, let me see if there is an equation. Okay, no. Okay, so I show you, dear students. I show you, for example, here I can close here. I can close it here. Okay, I can close it here also. Now I show you. Say when I, for example, when I show you here, uh, goldfinch, the bird goldfinch. Okay, so you see, see. So that is how she is an identity mask. That is how she is an identity mask, because the her the color of her body is yellow. You can say, see here, yellow. Na? The color of her body is yellow. As well as if you see laburnum tree, as well as when you see it is also yellow in color. See, it is also yellow in color. See. So this is how goldfinch is, her striped face is an identity mask, okay, because it is the same color as the color of the tree, and as a result what happens, it is helping her to from the eyes of the predator means those who you can say those who are hunting other birds, okay. So hunters, predators means hunters. So this is how her striped appearance is an identity mask for her, which is helping her to be protected from the eyes of the predatory birds. Understood? So this is what is the meaning of this. Okay. So hopefully you understood, dear students, identity mask. What is identity mask? And you can write from here also, her striped face mask her identity in the midst of leaves and branches to protect her and her family from predators. Okay, her striped face masks her identity and protects her from her family from predators. Right now, you see lines 13 to 15. Lines 30 to 15 are the concluding lines. So, Arpita, do you want to say ask any question? You can ask before I proceed to the next few lines. You can ask Arpita. You can ask or anybody if you have any doubt. You can ask me, please. Okay, so that I can explain you now. Okay, you see here. Then with eerie, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite. Okay. Then with eerie, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings. What does it mean? Eerie means mysterious. Okay. With mysterious, delicate whistle chirrup. Whistle chirrup means kind of a sound that dolphins produces, right? Shrill and soft rustling sound of the bird. Shrill and soft rustling sound of the bird is called whistle chirrup whisperings, right? So after that, in a mysterious way, she makes some soft rustling sound, and then she launches away towards the infinite. Okay, launches away means she flies away on her own. Okay, so after she brings the tree alive, after she brings the entire tree alive with her chirpings, with her playing, with her activities, she suddenly goes towards the infinite infinity. She leaves the tree and goes towards the sky. Towards the infinite means towards the sky. And the Lebanon tree again subsides to empty. And again the Lebanon tree subsides to empty. Subsides to empty means the Lebanon tree again becomes empty. The Lebanon tree subsides to empty means the Lebanon tree becomes empty. Right? There is no sound. Again, the tree becomes silent. Empty means silent. Again, the Lebanon tree becomes silent. So, why does the Lebanon tree become silent? It becomes silent because there is no dolphin's bird now. It just suddenly left the tree towards the infinite sky. Okay, subsides to empty means the tree becomes very silent with the departure of the dolphin's bird. Right. So, dear students, key points you see: the bird, after having excited the Lebanon tree to action and thrill, flies away with a mysterious, delicate whistle towards the infinite sky. The tree becomes very silent and empty with the departure of the dolphin's bird. Right? So, dear students, this is how the poem comes to an end. Okay. So, anybody has any question? Dear students, you can ask me any question if you have in your mind. Anything that you haven't understood, you ask me, I'll explain you. 10 are there, only 10. 10. Because at 10:20, close to 10:20. Shreyash, Arpita, Tanali, Pramanshu, Manasvi, Harsh. If you have any question, you can ask me, dear students. You can ask me any question if you have, because I have already completed this lesson. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Uh, any particular line that you haven't understood, you can ask me quickly. Okay. Next, you see poetic devices simile. The poetic devices first is simile, slick as a lizard. Goldfinch has been compared with a lizard. So, slick as a lizard is the uh, is simile. Okay. Alliteration is September sunlight and alert abrupt. Tree trembles, whistle, chart up whisperings, right? So these are alliteration. A machine starts means the tree has been referred to as machine. Okay, a machine starts. The tree has been referred to as machine, and who starts the machine? It is the goldfinch. It is the arrival of the bird goldfinch which starts up the machine. And as why is the imagery of machine given, dear students? A machine starts up. Of course, it's a metaphor. So why is the metaphor of a machine given? Because as the machine after starting makes lot of noise. Likewise, the Laburnum tree also becomes full of noise whenever the bird goldfinch comes onto the Laburnum tree and starts chirping, hopping from one branch to another, and remains engaged in the company of her kids. Only then the Laburnum tree appears to come to life, making lot of noise, lot of sound, different kinds of sounds, and that is why it has been compared to the sound of a machine, right? And the tree is a machine, and the machine starts up at the arrival of the bird goldfinch, right? Her bird face identity mask. It means the shadow on the bird's face is compared to an identity mask. The shadow on the bird's face is compared to an identity mask. And personification is the whole tree trembles and thrills. That is the, because tree is not supposed to trembles and thrills. Okay, so it has been personified here. Okay, so that is why it is a personification. The whole tree trembles and thrills. And this is NCERT solution. You can write down this NCERT solution on your English notebook. Okay, uh, there are only few NCERT equations you can see here, so you can write down this NCERT equation in your on your notebook. Okay, so and then you can see there are some questions given, dear students, here. What do you notice about the beginning and ending of the poem? The beginning and ending of the poem is similar. In the beginning, we can find the silent and quiet ambience of the tree without the presence of Goldsmith. The ending is the same as the bird flies away towards the infinity, leave the tree in a complete state of silence once again. Then to what is the bird's movement compared? The bird's movement is compared with a lizard. What is the basis for the comparison? The bird enters the thickness of the branch in an abrupt and alert manner, similar to the sleek movement of a lizard. Okay, the way the lizard moves very silently, the same way the bird also enters the thickness of the branch, because she is very alert. She does not want other predatory birds to know about her presence in the tree. That is why might be she is very much conscious, alert while entering the thickness of the branch, because in the thickness of the branch is nested her children. Okay, then why is the image of the engine evoked by the poet? The goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family as it starts it to life and fills the tree with movement and various sounds. Just like an engine sets the machine in motion, similarly the chirping and trilling of the bird sets the laburnum alive and active. Right? That is why it's a machine. Okay. What do you like most about the poem? With the arrival of the goldfinch, the entire tree comes back to life. She is like the engine with whose arrival the tree is lively and cheerful by chirping and trilling of the bird. What does the phrase her bird face identity mask mean? Her striped face masks her identity in the midst of leaves and branches to protect her and her family from predators. Okay, so dear students, that is how I close this poem now. Okay, this poem is over. You can visit my website and go through the content once again. Okay, you can also write down on your English notebook the Lebanon tree content. Okay, so dear students, that's it for the day. I shall wind up. It's time now for me to wind up. So before that, can you please text me your presence so that I can update your attendance? Okay, so dear students, uh, please do mark your attendance before I eventually wrap up my class today. Okay, so please text me yes, and I shall wind up my lesson. We shall meet tomorrow with something new. I shall let you know tomorrow. Okay. So bye bye, dear students. Take care and have a great day.